This is Bill Tate with Caldwell County Now and Then, and we're at the American Legion for the Lenoir High School reunion. No power.
These are free. All of this is free. Any of this, if you want an ornament or a rug, postcards.
I'm from Lenoir, and I'm the last freshman class from Lenoir High School. Go Bearcats.
Hi, my name is Melody Boone, or Melody Powell Boone, from the last freshman class of 1977, and I live in Mountain Holly, North Carolina. Hey, I'm Lisa Norwood, and I'm the last freshman class 1977. Go Bearcats!
Yeah.
Go Bearcats! Hello, my name is Faith Dula Banner. I'm from Lenoir. I'm in the class of 1977.
Hi, my name is Dorothy Gay Horton. I'm from Lenoir in the class of 1977.
Tammy Green from Lenoir, North Carolina. The last class, Lenoir High School, 76-77.
My name is Robin Scott. I'm a graduate of Lenoir High School Bearcats, class of 1974.
David Barlow, the class of 1963, still live in Lenoir.
Bill Mitchell, Greenville, North Carolina, graduated in 1965, married to the former Kathy Culver. My name is Jerry Schubert. I graduated in 63, I live in Belmont, North Carolina.
Chuck Harless, High Brighton High School, 1977, Lenoir, North Carolina.
I'm Kenny Lloyd. I live in Austin, Texas. I graduated in 1971 from Lenoir High School. This is my wife, Cindy Lloyd. She graduated from Lenoir High School.
1974, and I'm proud to be here.
bachelor's, graduated in 72. Living in Lenoir and Blowing Rock.
And we just got married yesterday.
Okay, I just want to say we're a good follow-up to the couple who were just here. We've been married 50 years this past June. My wife,
Jane Thompson Presswood, class of 64.
Ralph Prestwood, class of 63. Glad to be here.
My name's Henry McFadgen. And I like to say it was a pleasure being the principal at Lenoir High School, except when I had to go hunt Jim Petrie down when he was up the pool room. Now what am I supposed to do?
Just say your name and you graduated and where you're living now.
Okay. Jim Petrie, 67, and I'm living in Lenoir.
I'm Steve Walsh. This is my wife Sharon Walsh. She's a Hudson Hornet. We live here in Lenoir. We're moving to Hickory next week. Graduating class of 66. I'm a Baptist minister.
My name is Joan Foster. I'm in class of 1972. Presently, I'm living in Lenoir. I've been back for 20 years, but I did travel a lot before I decided to come back home. Thank you.
My name is Bennett Jones, class of 1972. I live in Burlington, North Carolina. Been married for 5 years. Thank you very much.
My name is Virginia Schubert. Graduated in 1966. And I live in Belmont, married to Ed Schubert.
Okay, my name is Millie Brooks. I was Millie Pierce. I live here in Lenoir, and our class of 1960 has just celebrated our 55th anniversary.
I'm Judy Raby. I live in Lenoir, and I was in the class of 1960.
Hey, I'm Stephen Piney Clay, and I graduated in 1968, and I'm very excited to be here. Plus, I can look in a mirror and always see what my name is. Thank you.
Okay, you want to go first?
John Shanks, class of 72. We're now down in Atlanta.
Okay, and I'm Debbie Wilson Shanks, class of 72.
John Scroggs, class of 73, Asheville, North Carolina. Go Bearcats.
Brenda Walker Barnes, class of 65, and I now live in Burlington, North Carolina.
Phyllis Walker Engel. I live in Granite Falls, and I was class of 66.
Hi, Frances Oxford, class of 66, living in Lenoir.
Okay, Laura Greenway from Florence, South Carolina, class of 1971.
Jeff Abel, class of 1974, Hudson.
Thank you.
Bill Hurst, class of 1965. I live in Lenoir.
Bonnie Coffey, class of 70. I live in Lenoir.
My name's Harry Polly. I graduated in 1963, and I live here in Patterson.
My name is Susan Whitener, and I'm from the class of 1965.
I'm Dennis Whitener, class of 1964. We both live in Great City in Lenoir.
Hi, my name is Gail Sudworth Dudley, class of 1965.
Myra Dixon, class of 1965.
Hi, I'm Johnny Nash. I am the class of 1965. I currently live in Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm here also representing my brother David, who passed away in 2000. He was the class of 1972.
I'm Janice McCrary, class of 65.
Brother Reese, class of 65, Lenoir.
Tom Watson, class of 65, Lenoir, North Carolina.
I'm Joe Gibbons, class of 1970. I've always been proud to be a Bearcat, and I am the mayor of the city of Lenoir, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you for being here.
Hi, we're Les and Francis. We live in Lake Hickory, South Caldwell County, class of 67.
And I'm Francis Woodbury. I've just been prodded to death.
It's Preston and Cindy Kirby, class of 1968. We're from Atlanta.
Steve Greer,
Jennifer Greer,
Lenoir, North Carolina,
Lenoir, North Carolina,
1967.
class of 67. Happy birthday, Bearcats.
Go Bearcats.
My name is Reba Miller Pennell. I married my classmate, Bradley Pennell. Bradley passed away about 3.5 years ago. I really miss him, but we love the Bearcats and we love Lenoir High School.
Hi, Bob Riggs, class of 1965, still here in Lenoir. See ya.
I'm Eddie Clark. Everybody used to call me Orf. I still live in Lenoir and I graduated in 1967.
Hi, Jeff Putman, class of 68. Currently Greenville, South Carolina. You go ahead.
I'm Natalie Townsend Putman, graduated in 69. We were high school sweethearts. We've been married 46 years.
And I went with him to get married.
Yes, she was with us when we eloped.
It's all her fault.
Maria Mullis, class of 1968. I live in Lenoir. I've lived here all my life.
Steve Syme, class of 65, live in Lenoir.
I'm Ann Hathcock Syme, class of 1970, and I live in Lenoir.
Hello, my name's Larry Ferguson. I'm from Lenoir, originally from Lenoir. I graduated in 1973.
Okay, I'm Jackie Ferguson. I graduated in 1976, and we did travel around the world a little bit, but we came back to Lenoir and raised the kids, and they're gone, and so we're empty nesters now and retired.
Retired military, so go Bearcats. All right. Thank you.
I'm Sarah Winterstein, Sarah Church Winterstein. I graduated from Lenoir High School in 1962. I now live in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, I'm Malia Barlow Bagby, better known as Malia Barlow, from the class of 1973. I'm visiting Lenoir now. I live in Beaufort, North Carolina. I have 3 beautiful daughters that live in Fort Worth, Mobile, and Tallahassee. It's good to be back. I love Lenoir.
Who you are and what were you graduating?
Name?
My name's Leon Clark. I graduated in 1948. This is my daughter and son.
I'm Lori Clark Harless. Went to Lenoir. I was the last class of 77 because I had to graduate from High Brighton High in 78. So, and I live in Charlotte now.
I'm Dave Clark, graduated in 73. One of the strangest things about going to Lenoir High School was having teachers that my father had. I still remember my father. But been living in Delaware for about 20 years. I think Lenoir's great.
I'm Treva Moore and I graduated in 1948.
My name is Terry Melton. I graduated in 1960 from Lenoir High School, and I live here in Lenoir.
Hi, Teresa Triplett Thronberg. I live in High Point, North Carolina, class of 1967.
Hello, I'm Tilda Triplett Harris, class of 72, and I live here in Lenoir.
Ginger Seahorn Lawson, class of 66, and I live on St. George Island in Florida.
Barry Lawson, class of 65,
Ginger and I have been married 46 years, and I live in St. George Island, Florida.
I'm Brenda Vogt Maynard, class of 1962, and this is my husband.
And we live here in Lenoir, and we are newlyweds and just having a great time. Thanks.
Okay, I'm Jane Sudreth Hass, class of 62. We live on Hemlock Drive in Lenoir. Been here all our lives except for 2 years in Atlanta. Glad to be in Lenoir.
And I don't know if she mentioned we've been married almost 52 years.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yeah, there's that, you know. Thank you, Bill.
Richard Bradshaw, graduated 1964, still live here in Lenoir.
Hi, I'm Judy Burgess Loveland, class of 1965. I live in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and Bonita Springs, Florida.
Hi, I'm Gwen Teague, and I'm from Lenoir. I graduated in the class of 58, and I now live in the East Harbor Apartments. I was married to Wayne Teague, and Wayne died 7 years ago. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Richard Triplett, the class of 1963, and I live in Lenoir after 40 years in California, and I live right across the street at the Cornelia Apartments, and it's great to be here. Thank you. Hello. Everybody get hands forward. We're getting ready to do a dance now. So, okay, we're going to call that off for now. But hey, my name's Joe Cornett. I graduated from Lenoir High School in 1966, and I've been contra dancing for 15 years, if anybody needs to know. And I've also been on TV, so you know, so I'm having a good time here tonight, and I'm glad I got the chance to see all these guys here. Thank you.
I'm Jenny Hofstadler, class of 1965. We graduated 50 years ago. I was known as Virginia Barlow then. I married Cook Hofstadler, class of 1967. We would have been married 50 years this year. Cook died 3 years ago. I live in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm retired. I have 2 daughters, Shelley and Susan, and sons-in-law, and I have 3 grandchildren in Columbia, Joshua, Colin, and Mackenzie. I also have a granddaughter and a son-in-law in Tacoma, Washington. Haley is 18, and she's a freshman in college this year. Our daughter Tish passed away 4 years ago, and but we're having a good time, enjoying ourselves. Thank you.
Bob Stein, from Hickory now, but born and raised in Lenoir. Graduated from West Caldwell in 1978. We went to Lenoir High School from 75 to 77. In the next last graduating class at Lenoir High School. And was one of the bookends for the basketball team.
I'm Donna Davis, graduated in 67, and I can't hear Arv, he's trying to talk to me. And I live in Baton. And I taught for 31 years in Caldwell County Schools and loved every minute of it. Thank you.
My name is Phil Horton. I'm from Lenoir, North Carolina, and I'm from the class of 1977.
Sylvia Torrance, class of 61. I live in Lenoir. That's it.
Bell and Tim Biddix, class of 68. 9. Hey.
And I'm the class of 68. We live in Lenoir.
I'm Lee Pennell. This is my wife, Debbie Pennell from Lenoir, graduated in 1968. My name is Preston Foster. I live in Greensboro now, and I graduated with the class of 1969, right here at Lenoir High School.
My name is Jim Moser. I graduated with the best class 1961, and I live in Concord, North Carolina. Thank you very much.
I'm Rick Rash. I graduated in 1968. I'm a proud Bearcat. I still live here in Lenoir, the Lenoir area, or the mountains. In terms of having fun is this right here. Coming and being with all these fine folks that never came any better whatsoever. Also love Wilson Creek. Let's keep it pristine as we can. We've got a great natural resource. Take care.
My name is Jose Jimenez. I am from Guatemala. That's wrong. I am Tommy Templeton. And this is Catherine Templeton.
Hello.
And I graduated. When did I graduate, honey? You don't even know. Oh, that's good. 1973. And I don't like to admit it, but I do know Lemuel Patterson. That's it. Thank you.
Ready? I'm Monty Willis, class of 1974 from Lenoir, North Carolina. See how easy that is?
I'm Jane Johnson Williams. I'm from Laurinburg, North Carolina, and I graduated in '74.
I'm Bruce Terrell. I should have graduated with the class of '72. My mom and daddy saw fit to send me off to school. So I went to Lenoir High 1 year and then went away to school. But I wouldn't have been '72. I was raised over on Norwood Street. I had 3 younger brothers, Tom, Jerry, and Steve.
Hi, I'm Kathy Holler Terrell. I graduated from high school in 1975 and lived here most of my younger years. It's a great town, and we're so excited that you're doing all this work.
I'm Bill Boyhill from the class of 1963. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, I'm Jackie Beard. I graduated with the class of 1966. I've always been a Bearcat, and I'm a Caldwell County resident. And I love this place.
I'm Bill Tate with Caldwell County Now and Then on Facebook. If you like what we do at Caldwell County Now and Then, please donate to our local museum, the Caldwell Heritage Museum, 112 Vaden Street, Lenoir, North Carolina. Thank you.